Hey everyone, Kaori over here, and I wanted to update you on what's been going on with my pup Wakame. First of all, before I get into that, I really wanted to thank all of you guys, my freaking angels, for sharing and reposting and donating and helping me with this GoFund to make this operation possible for Wakame and giving her possibly a couple more years of life. Um, she's an amazing dog, and she deserves every ounce of happiness. And before this operation, she looked happy, seemed happy, energetic, lively, and youthful. So when the news of her cancer came up, I didn't think it was right for me not to try. And I'm so grateful that you guys felt the same way. And I'm trying not to cry, but you guys are so amazing in what you've shown me through this time. You guys have shown me that people are sympathetic, and people care, and people listen, and people know how you feel, and people are good. And people are generous, and people help each other out, and people I haven't heard in years from reached out to me, and they've shown me that, time is nothing but distance. It doesn't separate love for each other, and distance is nothing but physical distance, and when you can, you help each other out. And you guys have surprised me and amazed me and touched my heart in ways that have actually changed me and thinking more positively about humanity. And, I just wanted to thank you all for this, and I owe you at the very, very least, what's been going on with Waka and how she has progressed. So I dropped her off at the surgeon on Wednesday morning, and from the moment I found out that she had cancer to the moment I dropped her off, it was difficult for me. It was difficult for me as hell, because I had to sit there and go to a job and then go to another job and then do a lot of other gigs, and you can't show tears and you can't show what's going on in your life. You've got to put a brave face on, and it was difficult for me to put a smile on my face and pretend that everything was okay, but in reality things weren't okay. And every night I would come home and think about that surgery, like, am I making a mistake? Am I fucking up by choosing this path for Wakame? Should I just let her go? Or am I doing the right thing by doing my best? Because surgery is invasive and it's scary. Anesthesia is scary. CT scans are scary. And, we might have a long road ahead of us after this. She might have to have chemo. We're still waiting for biopsy results. But anyways, I brought her into surgery on Wednesday early morning. And that whole day I was just shitting bricks and nervous and sad and worried that something could go wrong. And I kept telling myself, my baby is strong. She has shown me how fucking strong she is in the past. She doesn't have to voice it. All she does is have to show it. Something that you men should learn, by the way. Because she overcame paralysis. She overcame, a luxating patella, which is common, and she's overcome random dog stuff, and this was the biggest, most invasive thing that I have had to give to her, and it was so scary thinking about whether I'd make the right decision or not. And anyway, so took her to surgery, and I literally called maybe every couple hours, and she had to go through this anesthesia first. And then she went to the CT scan to make sure there was not so much spreading that they would call me and tell me, look, it spread so bad there's no point of doing a tumor removal. That didn't happen, thank gosh. They call me, they tell me the surgery's fine and she's resting now. They tell me she's got a bad haircut, and I'm just like, I don't care how bad her haircut is, she will always be my fluffy beauty. But so I was relieved, and then I swear I was such an emotional wreck that day. But Thursday comes around, I call in the morning, and they tell me that she had a lot of anxiety overnight, and they had to give her some anxiety medication. So I took work off early, and I went to go visit her, and she was wrapped like an Asian pear, if you know what those look like, in like one of those kind of things, and she was panting a lot, and she seemed fine, but, you know, it's hard to see your dog like that, and, you know, I had to leave, and they updated me, letting me know she's doing fine now, and she's eating, she has an appetite, and I was like, of course she does, she's my little piggy, you know, she always has an appetite. So anyways, I called this morning, and it's Friday morning, and they told me, oh yeah, no more anxiety. So I guess the anxiety was only that first day. By the way, they thought it could not necessarily do with where she was, but possibly the pain she was feeling, because it was really painful. Like, she just went through a really, really traumatic procedure, you know, for a 12-year-old. So anyway, I called this morning, asked how she was doing, and they were saying, oh my gosh, we love this dog. She is the life of the party. We even brought her on our laps, and we played with her, and she was talking to us, and she's eating a lot. We love your dog. And I told them, you just say that to all the dog moms, and they're like, no, we don't trust us. And, you know, she's Waka, and she's amazing. And I am telling you, if you have ever met her, you would be amazed at how wonderful she is. If you don't like Pomeranians, if you don't like toy dogs, if you don't like dogs, she would change your mind instantly, because she is amazing. And I'm so glad that thanks to you guys, we are giving her extra life. And ever since I brought her back home where she belongs, she's tired right now, or else I'd show you what she looks like. But I have her on my Insta stories. You see that I'm looking at her. She's going to be okay, at least as far as I know. Now, we have a long road ahead. She might have to go through chemo, and so in 2 weeks there's going to be a follow-up, where she takes out the stitches, and we're going to have a visitation with oncologists and see what's going on. Hopefully there's nothing left. Oh, by the way, so let me backtrack a bit. As soon as she got out of surgery, Dr. Preston, our doctor, told us that they took a little biopsy of her lung area to make sure there's nothing left, and that, you know, no spreading based on a CT scan, which is great, and the surgery was very successful. So I think, like, this looks very promising for me. Very, very promising for her. I just had so many things to say, and I just can't even finish it, but I am so grateful for you guys, first and foremost, and I'm going to continue to update you, and, you know, it doesn't stop here, and I'm grateful that this was caught early, and she isn't coughing anymore. At least I've only had her back for the past 3 hours, and she hasn't been coughing, and that's a great sign. So maybe I did make the right choice, and maybe you guys helped me make that right decision. And thank you. You know, like, a million thank yous to all of you guys. You guys are my angels, and you guys have proven me wrong, because I can be a pessimist when it comes to what I think about people sometimes. I secretly kind of hate people, but you know, you guys are like stars. You guys may be far away. I may not have seen all of you as frequently as I'd wish, but you guys are there, and I am going to be there for you, and I will not forget this. You guys have taught me a lot through this process. And thank you. You guys are my loves. You guys are her loves, and just thank you so much.